A couple of time ago, I had this idea of creating a free course where I would be able to show how to create over 20 features on a note-taking application. I call it this one Memo Jumbo. Created a couple of logotypes. They are slightly different between them, so that was the first one. I don't know if you know, guys, but elephants, they are remembered because like they have this good memory. So scientists and also people that they take care of those animals, they say this. So I created the first one, then I went to the second one, exploring different positions, and then I ended up with this Memo Jumbo logo type. So like I said before, the idea was to create a free full course where I would be able to explore and show and share a lot of features and like designing screens, components, logo types, and so on. But turns out I didn't do that course, but like the time passed, and yesterday I had this idea of bringing those idea to YouTube, and then I can create free tutorials where people they can benefit from that. So the idea was like exploring some identity, some brand, and then we would go to understand this app map where you can see numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then they are a bit more explained on this sheet. So we can see here navigation drawer, app bar, main, and float action button. And then we have the main screen such as home, note, categories, reminders, and backup. And the type of content that was planning to have in each section. And now I'm gonna do this overview showing you these features that I talked about. So the first one that would be adding notes. So we have the empty screen, and then we hit float action button, and then we fill all the information. We are mocking this information, not typing in. Nowadays that's possible, but when I created those tutorials, that was not so easy, but the idea is here. Then the second feature, that's gonna be edit note. So we created the note, and then we can enter the note and change information. Just mocking again, but the idea, the simulation, the prototyping is pretty easy to understand. That's possible to validate with the team, stakeholders, developers, and so on. Then I show how to delete a node from the outside, so all the connectors can show you what happens. Then it's possible to delete a node from the inside, which is slightly different. And then searching content, trying to, but finding content. And then we can like have this feature number 6 where the content's not found when we search for it. Then how to switch between list view and card view. Then we're gonna go to list and checklist features. Number 9, take a photo, adding this photo to our note. Of course that we are going to mock it like I said before, but the idea is pretty easy to understand. And then number 10, how to add a category. So we only had the general, and then we're going to create this shopping a category or another one that we decide. Then how to remove it, how to remove a created category. Then how to reorder categories in general. Adding or and removing reminders. Seeing reminders that we created. Number 16, sorting by color, because we have different colors. Each category has a different color, so how we can sort it, how we can see only what we want. Then the number 17, we have this changing color of a category. So for example, it's this kind of light green. So how I can enter it and then change the color and see the result. Number 18, sharing notes. 19, creating backups, 20, removing a backup, and finally the number 21, how to remove all backups. So like I said before, I was planning to create a free full course, but then like 2 years passed or something like this, and now I decided to create about 21 tutorials where they are gonna be short, of course, not that long, and then I can explain, I can do the breakdown and sharing that with you guys, how I created each tutorial. So that's what I'm gonna do next. So the next tutorial, we are gonna see the number 1 flow over here, how to create a note from scratch, like filling in and then seeing the result. I hope you like it, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.